Hello and welcome to my top 5 anticipated releases of 2015 and 16. Tell me what your favourite releases are in the comment section below. From the demos I've watched, Tom Clancy's The Division has to have a place in my top 5. A few things struck me in this MMO RPG FPS, and one of them is that its user interface, or lack of should I say, does a beautiful job at immersing the player, and that is something I can pat Ubisoft on the back for. The combat and animations also look like a modern game should, yet for an MMORPG the fluidity is simply astonishing. I can only hope the developers from Ubisoft find it in their heart to prevent this from going pay to win. Yes, there will be microtransactions, and no, this will not be coming to a PS3 or Xbox 360 near you. Firewatch makes the top 5 because of many things, the beautiful setting, genre and narrative story to say the least. To me it feels unique as it allows the freedom of an RPG with multiple scenarios, and if these scenarios allow for multiple endings then there's a heap of replayability value. Albeit the norm, the story revolves around the forest. You play as its watcher during its most treacherous time of the year, summer. With another watcher assisting and allowing for the narrative, you aim to debunk what's happening in the forest. Kingdom Come Deliverance is one of those games that avoids the radar but looks on par with AAA titles. The combat in this game looks phenomenal, and I can only hope the story is as thrilling as the amount of animations. If my ears are functional, I heard there's to be around 2,000 animations for one weapon. Yes, 2,000 animations. I haven't heard much from the story, but it's supposed to be a historical fantasy set in 15th century Bohemia. The character seeks revenge in the form of blood due to a dead family and will attempt to restore the rightful heir to the throne. Very immersive and fantastic balance of realism and enjoyability. The Walking Dead Overkill, coincidentally the developer's name, have a shot at redeeming what was an absolute horrific game the previous time round. I am referring to the Walking Dead Survival Instinct, and I do believe Overkill, the developers of Payday 1 and 2, aim to deliver. A first-person shooter with co-op sprinkled with horror and RPG elements. If I'm going to be attacked by ravenous, perverted zombies, it's got to be this game. But here's to me praying to have more emphasis on story. As we all know, the Walking Dead franchise is ultimately the best zombie-infested universe in existence. War. War never changes. If you remember that iconic quote, then you'll know that Fallout 4 makes the list, and I have to say this is my most anticipated title yet. Everything looks polished, and if I'm not mistaken, it's been in development for around 7 years prior to Fallout 3. From the story to the gameplay, this has to be one of my most anticipated releases, possibly of the decade. There's extended crafting, in-game house options, and as everyone knows, Bethesda games have a vast amount of content and ability to explore what you want and do what you want. I can only hope life in the real world will have time to wait while I finish this monster of a game. The demo at E3 has got everyone psyched for this release, and you will be pleased to know this is released in November for PS4, Xbox One and PC. Sorry PS3 and Xbox 360 users, you will not be getting this gem. That concludes my top 5 most anticipated releases. Please tell me what your favourite games and any anticipated releases are in the comments section below. And whilst you're here, you might as well tap the subscribe button, mash the share button and inconspicuously click the like button. Thank you for viewing, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace!